Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the second winner of June's Hear My Story contest. I just wanted to start off with a few things. First of all, there probably won't be any videos for a little while because I am currently moving, and right after I record this, I will be starting to take my office apart. That being said, I do intend to continue the Hear My Story contest once I get settled into my new place, job permitting. I am also interviewing for a higher position at my job, which will involve more hours. However, I think we might still be able to pull this off. And without further ado, a story I'm quite convinced is going to cost me a small piece of my soul to read. I bring you the second winner of June's contest, Loving My Part-Time Earth Job by Justin Frasier. Burger, burger, 1 potato basket, frying up potatoes. As the orders were shouted, Kernia snatched up another patty with her trusty tongs and threw the bun onto the griddle. The grill and the fryer sizzled, the sound filling her with this strange and joyous energy. No wonder so many humans did this for a living. This was the most fun Kernia had ever had. But don't forget the potatoes. The protrusions atop her head protruded further. What looked like horns with tiny mittens on the ends extended outward. One mitten snatched up a plastic container with diced potatoes, and the other took hold of a fryer basket. She dumped the potato pieces in the basket, then sent them to their sizzling doom. Kernia did all this without looking around. She was built for this job. Her horns, as they were called, in rough translation of her native mind speak, were the perfect tools for the demanding pace of the short-order cook. How did the humans keep up with this using only 2 appendages? Kernia considered this, and concluded that humans must be an incredible species. This was an unnaturally busy day at Toplenberger, though not in Kernia's experience. It did not occur to Kernia that humans were coming from all over to see her. She was only vaguely aware that the humans had never met a Resblian before. To Kernia, a good Toplenberger was undoubtedly why the crowds had gathered. So what's a Resblian doing working fast food with humans? There had been an initial mistake. "Greetings, Earthlings! I come to your planet in peace, and for a vacation." It was lame, but Earthlings expected that kind of thing, according to the planetary broadcasts. There was a lot of fuss over her arrival. After the initial shock, which Kernia had not expected from her fellow bipedal creatures, you should see the 15 arms of Zakalinthites. She finally learned the truth, and both her cardiovascular systems ran cold. This was not Earth. "But my things are on the scent path to Earth." Every scientist on Outpost 7 was appalled. To think, at this very moment, alien technology was heading to Earth. It would be sifted and sorted by other scientists, and Outpost 7 wouldn't learn a thing about any of it for a decade. But everything was fine, because here they had an actual being from an alien race that could divulge the great secrets of an advanced civilization. Right? Sinking to her knees and crying, wiping her bawling eyes with both arms, it became apparent that the desperate pleas from the colony science community for her interstellar knowledge were going unheard. In an attempt to calm her down, one of the miners brushed the scientist aside and took her by the arm, guiding her to a Toplands. At the very least, a guest should be shown hospitality. Her slightly bulging eyes had flickered red and blue for the first bite. Resblina did not have the animal from which these hamburgers were produced. She mind-scattered her appreciation, but none of the humans responded. This made Kernia sad, until she realized why. Kernia decided to tell her brother about it as she cooked up a few more orders. "Rapid love, my dearest brother. I have met with the Earthlings. They are very nice to me, and did not cut me up or make me do tests like in the broadcasts. They cannot mind speak. Their language is entirely vocalized, and that makes the difficult things of my interacting. That is an Earth phrase which maybe I am not love correct, use-wise. Imagine if we could not mind speak. I would never leave home if I could not mind speak my brother. But it would be thrilling, which means a type of vibration in spinal tensions or perhaps a ghost story. I am loving my part-time Earth job, though I ended up on a colony. Yes, that is love correct. I missed Earth by a margin, case-wise here being very wide. I am learning the way of the hamburger and the hamburger friend. The hamburger friend is called a fry, and is also a ground patty that is called potato, but is also friend. I cannot explain fried food very well. It is delicious and so unhealthy it will make large Earth stomachs, but not like you think. I will send you vision memories when I can concentrate better. There is so much work, but they give me free hamburgers and their friends. And I eat them friends first. The friends are the fries, not human friends. Love, love always to my brother. Kiernia wiped her brow with one hand and stepped away from the crowd. Break time! The humans had many questions about her personal life. Well, about her species or space travel or some mundane mathematical jargon. Kiernia had not yet grasped how much more advanced her people were than the humans, and simply wondered at their need for constant tutelage. She had to keep reminding them that she was there on vacation, and not an ambassador for her people. And also that they were holding up the line and should order. This made the learned ones very upset, but as they were already very educated, Kiernia didn't understand why they were most eager for her knowledge. Kiernia stood at the door, beaming, as the assistant manager, a young earthling named Reg, brought her a tray of her favorite Toplin cuisine. She squeaked gratefully and took the tray with both hands, sat at the employee table, opened a salt packet, and proceeded to nibble away. To Reg, it was like feeding a treat to a puppy. Enjoying your time here? How could she not? She nodded. You know, the scientists are dying to talk to you about anything at this point. They're a bit confused. How so? Said Kiernia, cheeks stuffed with cheeseburger. Reg scratched his head. I think they were expecting more from an alien visitor. Kiernia gulped her meal down and went green. This was much like a human going pale, and worry flashed red and blue in her eyes. I'm not doing a good job? Reg quickly held up a hand. No, I mean, yes, you're amazing. It's just that they want to know why you came here to work fast food. The hamburger is much love, but my home leap was not for hamburgers. Happy Vacation from MindConnect sent me to Earth. Humans are quiet-minded, so I can relax. And fourth, I cannot visit them or hear their mind speak. So I love guessing what humans love. Humans heart love my puzzle time. I am... meaning like a game that I play. Kiernia was slowly adapting to what she called earthen language. Reg had to think a bit before understanding some of the things she said, but he got there. The scientists want to know more about technology. By the way, what do you do with your money? The energy transaction? I need core thrust to travel to Earth. If you told the scientists, like right now, that you wanted to buy fuel to go to Earth, they would give you the fuel and call ahead to make sure you had the best welcome that transaction could buy. This may not have been true. The scientists wanted her knowledge. However, Reg suspected they were so fed up they would gladly pack her off to Earth if they could manage it without seeming rude. Kiernia held her burger aloft in her hands while pounding her fist into her palm. I understand. Humans love happily the visitors. Reg blinked. More or less, yes. In this case, lots of humans love you. Do you love Kiernia and her visits? Reg thought that Kiernia must be asking if she was welcome, or if they were friends, or something like that. Yes, Kiernia, visits are love. Hooray! But I think I will work the burger and transact for my needs. Reg sighed. Well, no argument here. You do the work of two people with those horns. Do you have a handshake with those? Do Resblians do that? You mean the love greeting? We butt heads and slap horns together. It is like humans 5 going high. Only both horns. Kiernia seemed to think deeply for a moment. She took another bite of her cheeseburger, chewed, swallowed, and raised a finger. I will teach Resblia the single-horned 5 of high when I home flight. It will be love surprised that I will hide from Mindspeak until I am full presence. Reg nodded. I think I get that. Have as many burgers as you like. You've earned them. This will please my stomachs. Much love, Reg. Much love. Once Kiernia was alone, she removed the little communicator from her pocket and started pressing buttons. She nibbled at her hamburger, a record slow eater even by Resblian standards, and marveled at the device. Love, love again, brother. There is in human handhold a device of broadcasts. This is much great technology. It is how they send speak like mine speak, and they see it with full presence of eyes, and hearing holes. The manufacturer is Super Love Retro. Retro is to mean old things, but they are really cool, and cool means pleasantly love love. Letter P and letter S, or to clarify, I have an addendum. I have an Earth boyfriend. This is meaning a male mate, but not with actual mating. He said, I am love love visit. The human are much like us, but without horns. And their eyes do not change color. Life mating might be strange love thing with a human, but he did not promise claim yet, so no life mates. I have the head funny thoughts about Earth boyfriends. I am not love for sure that it could work between us. I must do the dump, which is to make sad refusal. We will do the friend bond instead. The humans have a zone of friends. That's a love many amounts of friends. Much love, brother. Kiernia returned to her work just in time to see one of the baskets slip from the hands of Ellis, her co-worker. It splashed into the fryer and nearly drenched the poor girl in scalding oil. Kiernia's Harns whipped out just in time to snatch the girl back into the air as if she weighed no more than a pillow. Silence fell in the restaurant. Then everyone cheered. This is not the laughing entertainment. Do not do the cheers because Ellis was almost made into pain. Ellis cleared her throat, still dangling over Kiernia's head. Kiernia looked up. They're not cheering because I nearly got hurt, Kiernia. They're cheering for you. But I did not pain on myself. Ellis took her hands patiently. No, Kiernia, they're cheering because you rescued me. Kiernia's eyes flickered with calculation. Oh. Set me down now? Setting! And so Kiernia, Ellis, and Reg got back to work. The restaurant stayed busy, for the curious usually came hungry. A group of men in sunglasses always sat at one table in the corner, clearly depressed and bitterly keeping eyes on Kiernia. Eventually, the incredible fact of Kiernia's existence became one of mundane note. New visitors arrived from Earth or other outposts, and when they remarked on the girl with the strange horns and the oddly colored eyes, they were treated with, "Oh, her! That's Kiernia. She's an alien from somewhere called Resblia. Been there a few weeks." Life went on, but with a friendly alien girl, fascinated by everything, addicted to hamburgers, and content to work her little job and hang out with some love Earth friends. Everyone was just a little bit happier than before. Except, of course, the scientists, who threw up their arms and walked away from the whole ordeal.